Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, weatherweb.net, and it is Wednesday the 4th of December. Thanks again for watching. Just a reminder that, as always, the site's kept free of charge by the adverts that you see around the screen. It's when you come back and use the site and use the adverts, it's that generates the revenue that keeps us free of charge, so thanks for doing that. Now we've got some very windy weather on its way during the course of tonight, some colder weather too, but it looks as if most of that cold weather generally affecting northern and eastern areas. Really for most of us it's just a very brief taste for a few hours of some chillier conditions, but soon we're going to be finding milder air moving in. This is the chart for this afternoon, and got a cold front that's clearing away down to the south. The warm air is trapped in behind this warm front here, but cold air coming in behind the cold front you see up towards the northwest. That's going to bring the problems tonight. And as that cold front moves its way southwards during tomorrow, it does have the colder air associated with it. But this cold air is kind of in that sort of pattern there, and it's slipping away off towards the east all the time, with milder air coming in from the southwest behind this warm front. Now, by the time we get in towards Friday, so we find another warm front just edging in from the west, bringing those milder conditions all the time. Probably Orkney, Shetland, perhaps the northeast of Scotland, staying in cooler weather, but for most it's just becoming duller. There'll be some outbreaks of rain around, most of it affecting the west. As I said, wind gusts tonight, the big thing really. These are the gusts up till midnight tonight, and we're already seeing gusts of 70 miles an hour plus in the northwest. And up to 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, those strong gusts have moved their way southwards into Northern Ireland, Northern England, and again we're up to 80 miles an hour across the Western Isles, probably looking at 60 to 70 miles an hour across many northern parts of the country. And then through the course of tomorrow morning, we're going to be looking at gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour for much of Northern England, parts of the Northern Midlands, Northern Ireland as well. So severe gales certainly on their way. Now looking a little bit further ahead, this is the 7 to 10 day mean of the 500 millibar flow. We've got the ECMWF on the left here, we've got the GFS on the right, and this is taking us forwards from next Wednesday through to Saturday the 14th, and deep trough in the Atlantic on the ECMWF, look, with a big ridge building through the UK and the western parts of Europe. On the GFS, again, deep trough, and there's our big ridge. So good agreement between both of the models. What's critical is where the centre of these higher heights are, because that's going to determine where our surface area of high pressure is, and will therefore determine which direction the winds come in from across the UK and how cool it becomes. Now at the moment it looks like the winds generally coming in from the south, so probably fairly mild to start next week, but by the end of the week I'm wondering if things are going to turn more into the east or into the southeast. However, there are some mild days ahead. This is the forecast going up to next Wednesday for the 7 days from today to next Wednesday. It's forecast temperature anomaly, and you see there, look, how most of the UK is in those sort of white to pink colours. So indicating warmer than normal conditions, colder through Iberia, through France, and also across much of Eastern Europe too, but tending to stay around or just above normal through the UK. With all that high pressure, precipitation's looking at being dry as well. You see there, dry for most of Ireland, across Wales, across southern parts of England, eastern England too. And these bits and pieces of rain out towards western Scotland and northwest England really are just associated with the rain that we're going to be seeing drifting southwards tonight. So the temperature profile as well, but it looks pretty steady, I think, and this can be accepted as to what happens. Here's our temperature fall off during the course of tonight and the early part of tomorrow. Then the temperature's picking up again as we head into the weekend and the early part of next week, which could become quite mild as the winds become more southerly during that early part of the week. But during the second half of the week and into next weekend, probably the winds tending to become more of a south or southeasterly. So temperatures will be easing off, with the source air tending to come from Central Europe, and eventually we may well find around about the 16th, 17th time that the winds go more into a northeasterly, and then we may find temperatures just cooling off a little bit. However, I think the emphasis is to say the weather looks cool, not cold. So I think we could be seeing some cooling down taking place, but doesn't look as if we'll get any desperately cold weather, at least just yet. But the CFS is hinting at something, look, around the 15th, 16th time. This is the temperature profile showing this warmer conditions look into the early part of next week, then the gradual fall off. And the CFS wanting to show that fall off in temperatures up till around about the 20th of December, and then a rise taking place. Now, I suspect that what happens is that we do see that cooling off going in, probably the coolest period between about the 16th and the 20th or the 21st, and then we gradually temperatures rise. And hints are that actually Christmas could well look fairly mild and still relatively dry, although as we get into the first part of the new year we may well see conditions becoming more stormy then and windier, although got really low confidence on it, before things turn colder look into the middle part of January. So the CFS again is certainly trying to pick up on this overall pattern of things, that we do go cool, we do get perhaps the briefest of cold snaps just before Christmas, before we go milder, then an unsettled start to the new year before becoming colder into the middle part of January. So interesting happenings out there then, but I'll leave you with that for now. Once again, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.